Hi, this video is the complete review of the newly released Blackview P2. I will give my personal experiences with the device. Apart from the review, I will also tell you the cons, problems or reasons not to buy. However, if knowing the cons changes your mind not to go with the Blackview P2, then I recommend you a far better alternative smartphone. Link is in the description below. I 100% guarantee that you will love the alternative device. But for now, continue watching this video. I have divided my review into package, design, display, engine, camera, software, battery, sensors and miscellaneous. First, the package. Blackview in a white box. That's funny. Inside the box, we have of course the smartphone itself, user manual, screen protector, soft TPU case, 2 ampere wall adapter, USB Type-C cable for charging and data transfer, USB O2G cable, which is a surprise. However, the most surprise is that it comes with an earphone, which many Chinese brands never supplies with a box. Thanks Blackview. So the company is providing all the stuff which otherwise we would have to buy them separately. However, I wish all these accessories should have come in black or at least grey to signify the brand name Blackview. As Blackview did not provide any warranty cards, it means it is a responsibility of the seller to provide warranty. Follow the link in the description below for warranty details. But for the contents in the box, I will give a rating 10 out of 10. When you hold a device for the first time, it feels like a tank, well, in a good sense. Apart from this part and this part here, the entire body has been casted out of metal. And I would like to add that the metal feels very sturdy and strong. It comes in champagne gold, iron blue, matte black and mocha grey. Mine is the champagne gold. On the left, it has a SIM card tray which can be ejected using the SIM card ejector tool which comes with a box. It supports nano SIM card and microSD card. The right side has the volume rocker and the power button. Both the buttons feel very tactile. The bottom has the loudspeaker grill and USB Type-C connector for transferring files and charging. The front has the 8 megapixel camera, on-ear speaker grill and proximity sensor. Below the 5.5-inch screen, it has a dedicated navigation touch buttons. And no, they are not backlit. The top has the 3.5mm headphone jack. On the back there is a 13 megapixel camera. Just next to that it has a single tone LED flash and below the camera is the fingerprint scanner. Apart from the Blackview branding in between, there are some usual info a little down below. Oh, there is a microphone above the camera. The dimension in thickness is 9.9mm, in length it is 154mm and in breadth it is 77mm. Overall the device is comfortable enough to hold and operate even with a single hand. Every part of the display is reachable with ease. So that's all about the design. I will give 8 out of 10 for the design. The 5.5-inch display has a resolution of 1920 by 1080 pixels, so technically it holds a pixel density of 401 pixels per inch. It is bright enough to view under direct sunlight. The colors are good, contrast and saturation as well. The color of the display is a bit towards the blue side and I personally love it. Watching videos, surfing the web and playing games is a pleasant experience. Also, it has got an adaptive brightness control which means it can automatically change the brightness of the screen based on the ambient light. I will give a rating 7 out of 10 for the display. Next, let's talk about the engine. The processor is a 1.5 GHz octa-core MTK6750 MediaTek chipset. Along with that, for multitasking, it has 4 GB of RAM. In initial boot, it showed 2.6 GB as available RAM. GPU is Mali T860MP2. The internal memory is 64 GB, out of which it has 56 GB left for the user. Yes, you have the option to increase the memory up to 128 GB with a microSD card. Graphic-intensive games like Asphalt 8 Airborne runs pretty smooth without any hiccups or any noticeable lags or frame drops. Also, multitasking on this device is pretty good, so in the department of engine, I have nothing to complain for the current price at which it is being sold. I did test the device with under 2, but I don't want to consider it in my review as under 2 score does not tell you the actual performance. But just for your information, this is the under 2 benchmark score. However, if you are interested in a smartphone with higher under 2 score, then follow the link in the description below. But for the engine, I will give 7 out of 10. Again, considering the price tag. The primary camera is a 13 megapixel sensor. It has a fast shutter. Autofocus is also pretty fast. The interface is pretty simple and straightforward. The maximum resolution for video is 100p at 30 fps. Here are some of the sample shots which I suggest you to judge for yourself. In low natural light, bright natural light, low artificial light, and bright artificial light conditions. There is neither optical image stabilization nor electronic image stabilization. And here is the video quality. If you ask me how is the image and video quality, I would say it's decent with good colors and saturation. Sharpness and contrast are also good as well. So what is my rating for the camera? 7 out of 10. Without any surprise, it comes with 100% clean stock Android Marshmallow which has no bloatwares or third-party apps. However, Blackview has customized all the icons with gold. In fact, when you install a new app, it will be personalized with gold. For instance, here YouTube, Twitter, under the benchmark, etc. But when you install a third-party launcher or theme, it will not be customized. I shall give 7.5 out of 10 for the software. Next up is the battery. The primary selling point of this device is for the battery. It has a humongous 6000 mAh battery which is twice the capacity of most average smartphones. The battery is non-removable. If you are just a normal user, it will last for more than 3 days. I guarantee this. Gamers can expect the device to be alive throughout the day without charging in between. Yes, fast charging is supported with a 2 ampere adapter which takes about 90 minutes to fully charge from 0% to 100%. That's really fast. While charging, it will be red, and when fully charged, it will turn green. I will give 8.5 out of 10 for the battery. Next up is the sensor. There's a fingerprint sensor on the back which is fairly quick in responding. Takes about 0.3 seconds to unlock the device. It has accelerometer, proximity sensor, ambient light sensor, orientation sensor, magnetometer, and LED notification light, like red for missed calls, blue for messages, and green for notifications. However, you can change the color of the LED notification light as per your choice. I will give 7 out of 10 for sensors. There are two SIM card slots which both supports 4G VoLTE for making voice calls over 4G LTE networks. Yes, it does support USB OTG cable, and the quality of the loudspeaker is clear and fairly loud. So now let's talk about the cons or reasons not to buy. The first is the absence of a dedicated memory card slot as it uses one of the SIM card slot. The navigational touch buttons could have been backlit. It does not have a gyroscope sensor, means the experience with VR headsets will be limited to just videos. So now, is it worth the price? Of course it is worth every penny, especially for the 6000 mAh battery capacity. But if the cons has changed your mind, then follow the link in the description below for a better alternative smartphone. So thanks for watching, bye bye and take care. See you again.